Our Computex 2019 coverage is made possible thanks to Corsair, Patriot, EK, Typtra and Viper Gaming.
Hey everyone, Andy Raffel from eTeknix.com. We're here at the ADATA and XPG booth at Computex 2019. They have so many products here to show. There's a few that I've kind of picked out that I want to highlight on, but obviously it's worth showing you a couple of the things that obviously we have kind of seen before, but now they're actually coming to market. So starting with the XPG SSDs, we've got the Spectrix S40G. So these are actually RGB M.2 drives. These are PCIe Gen 3, but I will be showing you a Gen 4 drive as well, just so you can kind of see what's going on with that. Obviously an RGB heatsink, and it will sync up with your motherboard or be controlled through the XPG software. In terms of memory, we've got the Spectrix D41, obviously some of it branded as Tough Gaming Alliance, and then the normal style as well. Various different speeds, but really nice, kind of a bit like a pastel looking RGB. As we move further down, we've got the Spectrix D80. So this is the one that actually has liquid inside. So it's a liquid heatsink, but does incorporate RGB lighting and has some really nice effects on there as well. Blistering speeds up to 4133 megahertz and support for both Intel and AMD platforms. Then the latest one that they're actually developing is the Spectrix D60G. So we are going to be getting a sample of these very, very soon. Very different to any other memory out there on the market in the fact that they've put RGB literally all around the modules. Speed-wise, again, up to 4133 megahertz, and they've actually broken some overclocking records with this, getting it up to speeds of 5,738. Other than that, I mean, moving further down, we have got this. So this is the first time that ADATA and I guess XPG as a sub-brand have developed an AIO cooler. So because it is their first one, they're trying to hit the market, you know, with the most popular size. So we have a 240mm comprising of two 120mm fans. Now with this all-in-one AIO, it has got quite a slim radiator on there and a really nice CPU block as well, with the XPG branding on there and RGB lighting. Price-wise on this, we're probably going to be looking at around, I guess, sort of the 130 mark, which does make it quite competitive. Obviously, depending on the reaction that they get from the market, they may develop other sizes. It's called the XPG Levante, and it is actually made in collaboration with Asetek. So in terms of the fitment around the CPU block, it's going to be kind of what you're used to. It's just another way of getting, I guess, more products in there. So kind of XPG have got you covered for memory, got you covered for storage, now they've got you covered for cooling. Obviously all of these components are going to have to go inside a chassis, so that's why they've got a couple here. So they've got the Battle Cruiser to start with. Now the Battle Cruiser is going to come in two different colours. We've got the sort of black and white monochrome look as well as a full black one. It has got tempered glass on every single side and lots of support for radiators and fans, including three 120mm in the front as well as in the top. Now it will actually come with three fans in the front and one in the back, and they all are addressable, kind of trio ring fans, so there are three lots of LEDs on there. Now the Battle Cruiser is going to be coming in around $150 US, obviously before tax, but it's not quite finished yet because, as you can probably see, the GPU is quite close to the glass, which is obviously a big thing when using a vertical GPU. But they are telling us that they're going to make it ever so slightly wider so that it can accommodate a little bit more airflow. Obviously it has got a dust filter on the front and looks absolutely fantastic, especially when you look inside and you see kind of the possibilities when it comes to a custom loop. So they've used the Bits Power Touch Aqua stuff, but you can see that this part is actually removable, so you could quite easily put a pump res combo in there, plenty of room for sort of radiators in the top and the front, and it looks absolutely amazing. As we move further down, you can see that we've got the XPG Invader, which is coming in black as well as white. They've got another black one over here, so they've just kitted it out with a few slightly different fans. These are the single ring fans, RGB. This is actually going to be coming in at about £75, so very, very affordable for what it is. Personally, I prefer the white one with the kind of red XPG logo on there, but it looks absolutely amazing. There's a couple of other things that we're going to look at. We're just going to, I guess, try and get over there and we can look at some of the peripherals, including the gaming headset, and they've got a couple of other peripherals, as well as some merchandise as well. So let's go and have a look at that. So moving on to the peripheral lineup. So as we've seen, ADATA and XPG in general kind of have you covered when it comes to the internals and then the enclosure of your chassis. But what about outside? Well, obviously you're going to need some peripherals to game on. So starting with mouse surfaces. So here we have the XPG Battleground XL. It's got a large surface itself and it uses a Cordura surface. Now this just means that the surface itself is very, very resilient. It's actually splash proof and also scratch resistant, and is, as I say, an extra large surface, so you can kind of get your keyboard and mouse on there. And it does also have a really nice anti-slip rubber base on it, so that in them kind of long gaming sessions it's not going to slide about anywhere. If you want something that's maybe got a little extra touch to it, then as you come around here, we've got the Battleground XL Prime. So this is very, very similar, same kind of size as what we just saw over there, but with this one we do have the full RGB addressable lighting going around the edge. Obviously this is all controlled through software, and it has slightly different branding in it with the red XPG logo as well as another slight logo over there. Now pricing on these, you're going to be looking at, for the Battleground XL, $29 in America, and Battleground XL Prime is going to come out at 49 USD. So there are a couple of other products that I want to talk about as well, including the headset and the keyboard, so let's go and check those out. So next up, headset wise, we have the XPG Precog. Now pricing on this one is going to be coming in at 150 US dollars. This isn't the full finalized design. What they're actually hoping to do is do something with this kind of area here, because it's actually adding quite a lot of weight to it. Now it is what they're claiming is the world's first dual driver gaming headset. So 2 drivers in each ear cup, one of them being electrostatic. So the way that you get different frequencies, and that is definitely something that the electrostatic driver along with the normal driver is going to assist you with, just hearing different frequencies and really giving you that upper kind of competitive edge when it comes to gaming. It's high-res certified as well, so that's definitely worth considering, and it also is connected via USB Type-C as well as having a 3.5mm jack. Obviously when it is connected via USB Type-C, all of this side bit will light up and again will be controlled through software. Now in terms of the software, XPG have actually said that they are hoping to kind of utilize all of their products together, so that you only realistically need one piece of software instead of having something for the memory, something for the peripherals and so forth. The ear cups themselves are like a memory foam cushion, so they are very, very soft, and they are quite breathable as well. Now other than that, they do have a keyboard as well, which we will move over to and have a look over there. So keyboard wise, this is something that's probably the highlight of the show for XPG, something that the product manager and especially the UK manager for ADATA and XPG is really, really excited about. It's called the Summoner, and it is going to come with 3 different switch styles. So if I take this off, you can see that it has these Speed Silver switches on it. If you're not a fan of Speed Silver, then you will be able to get blue switches or red switches. Now, looking at the pricing, the Speed Silver is going to come in at 139 US dollars, while the blue and the red are going to come in at $129. So really, really nice looking. Obviously, we have this kind of wrist rest. I'm pretty sure that's kind of a memory foam material as well, but it is magnetic. So when you kind of pull it away and push it together, you can see the magnets click in really nicely. It's a nice solid unibody design, has a little scroll wheel up here as well, indication lights for your kind of num lock, caps lock, and obviously has all the functions that you'd expect from a high-end gaming keyboard, including a USB hub on there as well to connect your mouse into, just so you kind of restrict the wires down and the cables down just that little bit. Now, we are told that most of the products that we're looking at here, especially on the peripheral side and the chassis, are going to be coming out hopefully around September time. Depends on obviously a lot of factors, as opposed to, like looking at feedback and if anything needs kind of changing on them, but hoping for September, maybe a little bit later, and obviously you've got the pricing as well. So another thing that ADATA are doing is they've actually developed their own game, which is pretty cool. Now the coolest thing kind of about this is the fact that I've been basically playing against someone, an enemy, who's green. Now I've been told that green actually represents Razer. And of course you could play against someone who's yellow, which kind of represents Corsair. So quite funny. I love the fact that ADATA and XPG have kind of had a little bit of a joke around this. As far as I know, this game is going to be coming to market potentially on Steam and is going to be free to play as well. But yeah, pretty cool overall, and when paired up with the headset that we spoke about, it sounds absolutely amazing. You can kind of hear exactly where kind of the gunfire and everything's coming from, and graphics wise it looks pretty good as well. Now, another cool product of obviously Computex in general is the fact that PCI Express 4.0 is now upon us, with the thanks to the X570 chipset from AMD. And what ADATA have got here is their offering. So this is PCI Express 4.0 NVMe SSD. There's no actual kind of name for it just yet. Obviously that's going to come in the future. But the difference with this is it's not using the Phison E16 controller that we've seen from some of the other brands this week. Instead, it's using an SM2267 controller. Now, what that actually allows them to do is, yes, maybe it's not going to be as fast as some of the other ones out there on the market, which give, up to 5,000 megabytes a second. It's going to be giving 4,000 megabytes a second and 3,000 megabytes a second sort of read and write speeds, but 400k IOPS on both the read and the write. But by using that slightly different controller, it does allow them to go slightly larger with the capacities. So instead of just going up to 2 terabyte like some of the other brands out there, ADATA have thought, no, we're going to go that one step further. This is going to come in at up to 8 terabytes in capacity. Now, I don't know about you, would you rather have a 2 terabyte drive that can do 5,000 megabytes a second or an 8 terabyte SSD that can do 4,000 megabytes per second? It's an interesting trade-off, I'm sure you agree. Let me know in the comment section below which one of these products is your favourite. I've got to be honest, I really like the chassis and I really like the headset. And of course, PCIe Gen 4 as well, with those blistering fast speeds and 8 terabyte capacities. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you know exactly what to do. Be sure to check out the rest of our Computex coverage at Taipei, in Taipei, Taiwan, and I will see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.